Welcome to VGuide TV. In this electricity part 3 video, I am going to discuss about the resistors in series and parallel connection. Before going for resistors series parallel connection, you have to watch our part 1 and part 2 videos of electricity. What is a resistor? A resistor is nothing but it's a component to offer resistance. It is a component which offers resistance. And the resistor is represented like this. See this diagram, there are two resistors are there, R1 and R2. If you supply a current, this is a voltage I marked, it means it's a supply voltage. We are connecting a cell or a battery here. So the current flows from this source and that current I marked as I. That I go through the first resistor and then to the second resistor. When it passes through the first resistor, there is no other way to go. Directly the same current goes to R2. It means the current remains same in a series connection. Or you can call in another form. See here, this resistor has two arms, left arm, right arm. This also left arm, right arm. And the right arm of the resistor R1 is connected to the left arm of the resistor R2. And a current goes like this. Clear? Now, another thing. Here I told you I'll put a voltage, I'll supply a voltage. That voltage is shared among these two resistors. So I can tell here what will happen. I told you the current of the first resistor is equal to current of the second resistor. But the voltage across the first resistor may not be equal to voltage across second resistor because I mark here the resistance as different. So I can tell that the total voltage V is nothing but the voltage across the first resistor plus voltage across second resistor. So I can write the potential difference across each resistor varies and that V equals V1 plus V2. And this V is what according to Ohm's law, V is IR. So what is V1? IR1. What is V2? IR2. So I can take common I and I get cancelled. So we can write an equation for R equals R1 plus R2. R equals R1 plus R2. So here if you see the connection here, when the resistors are connected in series, the effective resistance R equals R1 plus R2. I told in the simple form that the current remains same in a series connection. But the potential difference varies. Which one varies? From that equation I started. V. V changes to V1 and V2. So V equal V1 plus V2. And what is V? According to Ohm's law, V is IR. What is V1? IR1. What is V2? IR2. All the I get cancelled and R is equal to R1 plus R2. If we are using more resistors, there are n resistors we are using and all the resistors are same, R1 equal, R2 equal, R3 equals, all are equal up to Rn. R means what happened for the resistors? It should be equal to NR. So I'll revise it again. I told about the series connection. In series connection, current remains same, voltage is different. The voltage across each resistor is different. We are taking here the total voltage is V. That V is shared among two resistors, that is V1 and V2. Then apply your Ohm's law. I get cancelled. So R equals R1 plus R2. If you are using more resistors, you have to take it all are same. R1, R2, R3. If you are taking all are same and equal to R, what will be the effective resistance? RS equals NR. Clear? Now, parallel connection means the connections are like this. So it means that I told you already the resistor, you take it as like a two arms. So the left arm of R1 and the left arm of R2 are joined together here. Right arm of R1 and right arm of R2 are joined together at this point. It means N points are same. What are same? N points of the resistors are same. Left hand is joined to left hand, right hand is joined to right hand. So their N points are same in this connection. Say same like the previous diagram, I just marked like this, one source also. So what happens here? The current reaches here. There are two ways to go. A certain amount of current goes up and the remaining current goes as down. That is I1 and I2. So in this question, as endpoints are same, you remember the potential difference remains same. So that's what I underline this. This is the thing you should keep it in your mind. In a parallel connection, the potential difference remains same. In a parallel connection, potential difference remains same. So what happens here? The current splits into two. So I can write I equals I1 plus I2. Clear? Then here I told you the voltage is same. So I'm using our Ohm's law. Ohm's law, we know that I equals V by R. I1 is V by R1. I2 V by R2. All the V get cancelled. So what is your equation for R? 1 by R equal 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is the equation for parallel connection. The effective resistance of parallel 1 by R equal 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Use more resistor, like that the sum will goes on. Here also I have taken the same condition. If R1, R2, Rn all are equal, like the n resistors, equal resistors are connected in parallel, what happened for the effective resistance? It will come as R by N. So what are the main things you should remember now? Parallel means n points are same. N points are same means potential difference remains same. Potential difference remains same, then what is different? Current. So that's what I have just written like this. So you people can understand the difference. This is series connection. Right hand is joined to the left hand. But in parallel connection, right is joined to right, left is joined to left. If you connect it like this, current remains same. But if you connect like this, current is not same. Which is not same, that equation we should start. So here voltages are different. So I started with V equal V1 plus V2. Here current is different. So I started with current equation. I is equal to I1 plus I2. Then you remember, here I wrote current as same. So I remains same. Here I wrote V as same. So V you write. So we got two equation. And if we are using N equal resistance, effective resistance is NR, or another one is R by N. Understood? Okay. Now, next, the series and parallel type of connection we are using in circuits. Okay, in different circuits we are using these type. Then I'm just mentioning some advantages and disadvantages of series and parallel. Okay, both are good and both having their own disadvantages also. Advantages of series connection. To control the current in the circuit, series connection is useful because in series connection, we know that what will happen, the resistance increases but the current decreases because R value will be increasing for a series connection but I is less. So if you want to control some current in some place, we can use series connection. And for example, have you heard about fuse? Fuse I'll discuss in the next video. That fuse is the element we connect series with the circuit to protect our devices in our home. Okay, so fuses are connected in series in the circuit to protect the devices. So series connection we are using there. But the disadvantage of series connection is one of the component in a circuit fails, then other components won't work. Have you noticed the serial bulb when we are using to decorate some parties or some parties? So if one of the bulb is getting damaged, the rest of the bulb won't work because the current won't flow. For example, this is first bulb, second bulb, third bulb, like this. So if this bulb is not working, this bulb also won't work because the current flows to the first bulb. Same current should go through the second, but the second is not working means this also it won't work. So that is a major disadvantage of a series connection. So that you can rectify with a parallel. In parallel connection, we know that the effective resistance will be less and the current is more. But each appliance is switched on or off, the other won't be affected. That is a major advantage. For example, if you take this is a bulb another bulb. See, these two are connected in parallel. If this is not working also, this will work. It won't affect the other bulb. That is the advantage of parallel connection. Because what is the voltage of the down bulb? Same voltage will be there for the upper bulb also. Voltage remains same in a parallel connection. That only they told. Each appliance is switched on or off. The others are not affected. So that is the reason we prefer parallel connection in our household circuits. In our household circuits, we use parallel connection. But the disadvantage is there. It means, see, we cannot increase or decrease the voltage. It doesn't mean in all the electronic appliances need the same voltages. Right? Some places we need higher voltage. So those type of some difficulties are there. Sometimes we need some more current. That all are getting very difficult here. So a disadvantage is we cannot increase or decrease the voltage. It fails the circuit if we need a certain amount of current. Okay, because it's already got splitted, but I need some more current means it will be difficult. So you just remember here there are advantages and disadvantages of series and parallel connection. In series connection, remember the resistance increases, current decreases. If one component is not working means the remaining components also won't work in a series connection. But in parallel connection, that is not affected. One component working or not, that is not affected by the other components, right? But both we will use, depends upon the circuit and depends upon the current we require, depends on the resistance we require. We can use series or parallel connection. Okay, clear? Now, I'll do a question. This is a circuit. In this circuit, I am giving a 12 volt voltage. And from here the current flows through R1, R2, two resistors here. There is an ammeter. I already told you ammeter connects series in a circuit. And there are three more other resistors, R3, R4, R5. Question is, in the figure R1 is 10 ohm, R2 is 40 ohm, R3 is 30 ohm, R4 is 20 ohm, R5 is 60 ohm. And a 12 volt battery. Find the total resistance and total current. So this connection you see. If you check this connection, you can understand that these two resistors, left hand connected, right hand connected. So these two are connected in parallel. Okay. Same way down, left hand, all are connected together. Right, all are connected together. So this also connected in parallel. So that's what I wrote here, two cases. The first one, these two are connected in parallel. So your effective resistance, I am taking RA. Okay. I use here a shortcut formula. Okay. What is the shortcut formula actually? We know the resistance 1 by R equals 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. If you take LCM, it will be denominator, it will be R1, R2. Numerator will be R2 plus R1 or R1 plus R2. This is 1 by R. If you want R, you take the reciprocal. That is R1, R2 by R1 plus R2. So remember, if there are two resistors connected in parallel, this is a shortcut formula. R1, R2 by R1 plus R2. I always use this equation if two resistors are using. Because if you use it like this, no, some people will forget to take the reciprocal at last. So this means no need. Direct answer we are getting R1, R2 by R1 plus R2. So what are R1 and R2? 10 and 40. 10 into 40 by 10 plus 40. 400 by 50, that is 8 ohm. If you take three resistors, okay, R3, R4, R5. So there no with the two, not two resistors, there are three. So I am using our standard formula. 1 by RB is 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. 1 by 30 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60. 60 is the LCM. 2 plus 3 plus 1. So it is 6 by 60. RB is equal to 10 ohm. Now you know that. Now for my circuit, I have here one resistance, here also one resistance. What is my resistance here? 8 ohm. What is my resistance here? 18 ohm. So this is 8 ohm and this total together I got 18 ohm. Sorry, this total together I got 10 ohm. What is my total resistance? Total resistance is the sum of these two resistors, that is 8 plus 10. 8 plus 10 is coming as 18. Understood? When these two are connected in parallel, I got 8 ohm. These three are connected in parallel, I got 10 ohm here. And now this 8 ohm and 10 ohm are connected in which connection? Series connection. So the total resistance is RT means total resistance is RA plus RB. 8 plus 10, 18 ohm. Next question, simple. Find current. Ohm's law. I equal V by R. What is your V? 12. So 12 by 18. What is 12 by 18? 0.67 ampere. Clear? Now, this is a question related with resistance. A given wire of a material having length L, area of cross section A has a resistance of 4 ohm. What would be the resistance of another wire of same material having length L by 2, area of cross section 2A? Why I underline same material? Very important hint in the question is that same material means resistivity is same. Same material means resistivity is same. So I can take it here, R equals rho L by A is your standard equation to find resistance. This they gave it as 4 ohm. But if L become L by 2 because they gave area becomes 2A, what happened to your resistance? Rho I wrote rho only because of the same material, L1 by A1. I used a simple method only. This type of question you divide off these two equations. Here when we are dividing this, 4 ohm is the resistance. So 4 by this left hand side is R1, we don't know. This is rho L by A and here it is rho L1. What is L1? L by 2. What is A1? 2A. So I just substituted. What I did? These two equations. If you want, here you write rho into L by 2 by 2A. This value only is substituted. Rho into L by 2 by 2A. Rho L by A cancel. 4 cancel. So what is your resistance? R is equal to 1 ohm. So I need to remind you the equation for resistance as R equals rho L by A. R is the resistance, rho is the resistivity, L is the length and A is the area of cross section. Next question. An electric lamp whose resistance is 20 ohm and a conductor of 4 ohm resistance are connected to 6 volt battery. Calculate total resistance, total current and potential difference across electric lamp and conductor. This is the diagram. This is a conducting wire or a conductor and this is your bulb. They gave bulb 20 ohm and a conductor of resistance 4 ohm. So I marked it here, conductor 4 ohm. For a resistor it is 4 ohm and for a bulb it is 20. And they told it is connected to 6 volt. So this is your 6 volt. We connected an ammeter and key also. Key is closed. Okay. Now total resistance means by seeing the diagram I can understand that these two are connected in series. So the total resistance is 20 plus 4, 24 ohm. If you want current V by R, V is 6 by R is 24. 6 by 24. That is 0.25 ampere. This is also simple. Another one, you should put a little effort. Find the potential difference across electric lamp and electric conductor. Now we know that these two are connected in series. If they are asking potential difference of conductor, that should be equal to I into this resistance. If they are asking the potential difference of the bulb, the current into resistance. So that's what potential difference across lamp is I into RL. I we got 0.25 into RL. What is the bulb resistance? 20. That is 5 voltage. If you want for this conductor, I into RC, that is 0.25 into 4, that is 1 volt. Now you check it, 5 plus 1, what is the total voltage? 6 voltage. Clear? So this first part and second part is clear. Third part you have to understand. If they are asking potential difference across any element, that is current into resistance. Clear? So this question and this is related with resistivity. And this question I told you about the series parallel connections. Advantages I told, we can use both series and parallel connections. And see here, we can use some resistors in series and parallel connection also I did, right? Now, two more questions I'll discuss. See here this question. How would you connect the three resistors, each of resistance 6 ohm, so that the combination has a resistance of 9 ohm and 4 ohm? Okay, what is the meaning? I have three resistors here and each value is 6 ohm. I should get a resistance of two resistance they ask. One is 9 ohm, other one is 4 ohm. If you want 9 ohm, in your mind you have to think. Okay, I have 6 ohm, 3 resistor. If you connect all in series, 6 plus 6 plus 6, it will come as like 18. So think about some other possibility. What I did here is, I connected two in parallel. If 6 ohm and 6 ohm, two resistors, if you connect it in parallel, what will be the answer? For doing this type of question only, I told a shortcut first. Okay, check it. We know that if in a parallel connection, if n resistors of equal resistors are connected in parallel, what is effective resistance? R by n. This should stuck to your mind fast. So see, R by n. So here R and R, 2 equal. 2 are there. So what should be the answer? 6 by 2. What is 6 by 2? 3. If you are not getting that, no problem. Do it in the direct form. R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Simple formula. That is 6 into 6 by 6 plus 6. 36 by 12. 3. Or do in a shortcut form is no need to think it like this. R1 is equal to R by N. R value is 6, like the two resistors, 6 by 2, 3 ohm. Directly we are getting. So together I got 3 ohm. This is 6 ohm. You connect it like this. These two parallel, you get an answer that is in series with your 6 ohm. So 6 plus 3. What is the answer? 9 ohm. So how will you get 9 ohm? Means two 6 ohm resistor connect in parallel, and that combination is connect to in series to another 6 ohm. Now I need 4 ohm. 4 ohm. So here also you have to think in this way of possibility. So if you connect 2 in series, what is 6 plus 6? 12. 12 and 6 if you connect it in parallel, what will happen here? 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 and 6 connected in parallel. Use our standard equation. 12 into 6 by 12 plus 6. That is 12 into 6 by 12 plus 6 is 18. So answer will come as 4 ohm. So these type of questions they can ask from here. So you have to think the different possibilities. There are three resistors. The possibilities all can connect in series, all can connect in parallel, or two in series, one in parallel, or two in parallel, one in series. Like that possibility should come in your mind. One more question. Okay. Same type. How can you connect three resistors of 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm are connected to give the resistance of 4 ohm and 1 ohm? 4 ohm and 1 ohm. So here you see they are not same, they are different. 2, 3, 6. 2, 3, 6. How will you get 4 ohm? So here also you should get some idea, you should get some tricks. So what I am doing is, I know 4 ohm, 2 plus 2 is 4. So 1, 2 I just kept it side. The other two I just checked it like this in the previous form. R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. 6 into 3, 18. 18 divided by 6 plus 3, 9. That is 2 ohm only. So I got an idea that these two connect in parallel. 3 and 6 connect it in parallel. So I will get an answer of 2 ohm. Then the remaining 2 ohm connect it in series. So what will be your total answer? 4 ohm. 3, these two connect it in parallel, and that is in series with 2 ohm. Now think about 1 ohm. 1 ohm is very simple, all connect it in parallel. 1 by Rp is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6. 6 is the LCM. 2 plus 3 plus 1. 6 by 6 is 1 ohm. Understood these two questions? Okay. This is the little different type of question from here. Another one. Okay. The last question of this part. A wire of resistance R is cut into 5 equal parts, and these parts are connected in parallel. So I have a wire. Okay. And we are cutting it into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 equal parts. So remember, if the wire is cut into 5 equal parts, the resistance of the wire is directly proportional to L. Remember that. So as the length decreases by 5, the resistance also should decreases by 5. R by 5, R by 5, R by 5, R by 5, R by 5. And all the R by 5, you connect it in parallel. These parts are connected in parallel. The equivalent resistance they asked. We added all. So 5 by R by 5, that is 25 by R. R dash is R by 25. R by R dash is R by 25. Answer is 25. Clear? Now I'll tell a shortcut. No need to do this much. If resistance cut into R equal parts, effective resistance is R by N. So it will be R by 5. R by 5, like that 5 resistors are connected in parallel. We learn R by N is the effective resistance, right? So it will be R by 25. So this is your effective resistance. If you are dividing, you got the same thing. So you can do it in the 2 steps in mind. If they are cutting into 5 parts, it become R by 5. R by 5 like that. And 5 resistors are connected in parallel means effective resistance is R by 5 by 5. So it is R by 25. So in this way you can do the shortcuts. Okay. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, you can subscribe our channel V Guide TV. Thank you.